Oh, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Camden County College Cougar Esports. We have League of Legends action. Wow, exciting. I haven't casted League of Legends in a hot minute. I am Sean Dwyer. I'm the esports director here at Camden County College, and with me...
I'm Zachary. I'm the coach for Camden County's League of Legends team, and we had a little bit of change of days today. We're actually gonna be playing League from on Wednesday today, just we had to shift some matches. This is our match against Heartland Community College. We are going to be. This is like what was supposed to be our last match of the season. We're playing them today because
All right, you're reshuffling the deck. You're taking the last card and putting it in the middle.
That's right.
It's like a magic trick, really. That's very interesting. What card are we trying to find out of the deck? So we are heading into the game rather quickly.
Certainly.
At least that's what it sounds like to me, and I think the viewers can hear the same. Mm-hmm. So shall we?
Yeah, let's switch quite quickly. I say right now we have Camden County on the red side, with Heartland on the blue side. There we go. And I hope to get that beautiful HUD going on.
By the way, a very beautiful HUD. You know who made that? Do you know?
Oh goodness, yeah. I wonder. I did make it. It's all from you though. Yeah, we had to. There's a couple tries before we got to this one, so here we are. But as we continue on, at least going into the game here, we do see the kind of standard 5 setup. Pretty standard lineup when it comes to these sides. We do see the double stack though from the bot side at least. Looks like they're trying to look for fishing for something likely in that bush over there, but not a whole lot happening right now as we go into game. We do see on the side, at least from the initial jungle buys, we see the speed, which is obviously the common one you pick. We're on the side of Heckram there, and then we have the extra damaging and slows from the side with the Maokai. Definitely makes sense. So what we have in this bot lane, we're looking to obviously punish as much as possible onto this Tristana and this Braum, a very boring pick. And as we go into specifically with the
well, we might have an audio issue actually right now, Zach, believe it or not.
Yeah, apparently.
It was working moments ago. I think we should, so everyone, we're going to pause just for technical difficulties, and we'll be right back. Hang tight. All right, welcome back, everybody. We should be hearing the game now.
Yeah.
Is that right? Am I right, Zach? Are we hearing the game?
100% we do hear the game. Unfortunately, we did see the players were watching it from on the back end here. You see that Braum kill. And then on the other side, we see this Mortal Kombat got the kills on that one.
Well, and that's the kind of combat that I certainly like to see. 2-1 Heartland with, like you said, drawing first blood there, then going even. So it'll open up with a 1,000 gold lead. Early on, it's one of those things where you're not going to really see that play a role super early. People haven't even been back to buy yet, right? But also there's that experience game, so it can add up.
No, certainly. Even though we did see obviously the Aurelian Solar crossover with the Ignite, he's able to teleport back to lane. Basically, great damages from that lane. death, though. Obviously, with the Silas and the Arrow Soul, obviously Arrow Soul doesn't necessarily do the greatest into specifically a Silas. However, we're betting on the later in the game. Power that Arrow Soul. On our bot side of the map, we continue to see the MF is leading in the farm game. And we see obviously the Heck Room is leading in that farm game. So much faster players than we can. Just doing his due diligence with the full clear there.
Yeah, just in the laning phase, you know, the mid lane for Sandy County seem to be going very well, but the Silas trading very effectively, as we just saw there from Heartland. You know, and then top lane, bit of a discrepancy, but nothing too crazy yet. As you know, Heckram is certainly going to have that advantage early on, and Heckram has to the bot lane. I think this is going to be a gang. Yeah, this is into a misfortune. The gang. Goes low, but this is Leona in. Very aggressive. Maybe the call was that Maokai was close.
I think that it was the unfortunate part about the Leona E right there. I think just because it came across two members, and it does just hit whoever the last member is.
It does, yes.
So it took the farther deepings compared to just being the Heck Room there, where realistically the team Summit can lock down that Heck Room there. Under turret probably would have been a death, but yeah, bugs of the
well, that's true. That is true. As a support player, I certainly know all about that Zenith Blade and what it does or doesn't do. 4-1, Heartland opening up a little bit of a lead here. And this again is a best of 3, I believe.
Yeah,
best of 3.
Expected though, we do see a revisit gank.
Maokai gets
easy player.
And Leona tries to predict the Zenith Blade there. I think it's a very good idea. I like that Leona actually left that Braum, like you said, was an easy build. Starts to think about the Tristana. Just misses, but a great idea.
The goal there, obviously, is to continue to get them going.
The calls for the Dragon. At least it would appear. Spectator has taken us off of it, which, listen, if you know anything about League of Legends Spectator client, that probably means they probably got the Dragon.
Yeah, exactly.
So uncontested Dragon taking that kill off of from Braum. Oh, actually, now we are getting the action here on the camera. The Dragon's going awfully low. Braum prodding, but I don't think there's anything that they can do about it. Silas moves off of mid lane, thinks about contesting it, but then thinks better of it.
Yeah, I was thinking we've already been rushing past that point. It was pretty much already at 700 HP. And that was obviously the Infernal right there. So there's a big gold value there. The big thing though we see in the gap right now is that farm versus the Malphite. We expect it now, I would say, as we continue to see that we'll continue to widen out the out level and as well as the leveling up of the smite. So
it's going to be a little scary here. Okay, I mean, listen, between the Maokai and the Leona, there is plenty of CC against the port. The Shen in the top lane is going to get ganked simultaneously, and he'll go down.
Yeah, certainly. Might have been likely that it sounds like it was probably like a call for possibly to teleport back to obviously help with that game. Though it looks like it was stopped by to have that happen.
Well, again, Shen, one of those power picks, at least in terms of map control, does have teleport, does also have a core of teleport, which does go to it as well.
All of those globals right now is we have at least 2 on the side of Kansas County. Brilliant soul to level up that Bolton as well as get those stats for that champion.
Yeah, John Palmtree. Playing a tree, by the way, mind you. Not a palm tree, but a tree nonetheless. Flashes away to safety.
The other tree tonight as well.
Is there another tree in League of Legends?
Ivern.
Ah, of course. That's a tree person, less a tree. No, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. All right, well, you heard it here. I was actually going to ask, might we see a Nocturne Shen But hold on a second, we have to pause that conversation. Silas trading very well here. Really still with the farm lead, and here we go. We have the Rip Barrels being dropped top. With this big wave stacked up, and nobody here coming from Camden County to defend, this could go down. Certainly, this final play will go forward.
It will definitely likely be between that stacked up wave. Shen has we expect this out of the side of.
But the Leona has roamed mid. Silas is committed to this, goes for the Aurelion Soul, and is able to hit the chains. Really a bit of a snipe move there, and flashes away. Wow. I mean, listen, you have to tip your hat. That was a fantastic follow-up with his chains there.
Certainly, and will definitely be punished for down there. Wasn't able to get out quickly enough. Was definitely seeking out to try and get to there. The Maokai was step in front of his chains quick enough.
Yeah, he bent it like Beckham. And now we have the Braum just being annoying. But regardless, Maokai is able to secure the scuttle.
Is the only standard that matters.
It is theoretically a counter, at least in the top lane, for Shen to be playing into Camille's because he can block the special auto attacks with that W there. But you know, sometimes they respect the fact that it is a bad player.
Well, fair enough. Fair enough. And also, Shen going to be playing more for the team. I mean, Camille does have teleport, but like we said before, Shen with a pair of teleports.
See another revisit of the pair looking, but it is spotted out by the ward. So that was a double.
Nifty moves from Shen. I feel like had that stun landed, that may have been a kill for Camille.
Yeah, Burton, possibly because of the. I feel like right now the Camille is obviously looking to trade constantly to try to bring him down low and eventually hold him. He should back, otherwise he will likely die on the next set of trades.
All right, well, taking a look here now, a couple of the advantages that we had for the Cougars haven't traded. Now you can see Tristana, and there is a trade happening top lane, but nothing happening yet. I think Camille is going to just go for this turret and then go for the kill. It'll be Shen having to run for the hills, but I don't know. Getting away from Camille can be quite the task.
Certainly, it's definitely not necessarily easy to get away from that point, but we can honestly. It's all about the wall. Limit as many as
well, I mean, so which team scales better? I mean, is Camden County looking to scale into the late game here, or would you say Heartland still has that?
No, certainly Camden County is definitely scaling. Aurelion Soul is by far the strongest team in the game currently. Champions like Silas eventually can fall off very heavily, is because they do require champions to scale.
Oh, and hold on, we have to pause real quick because I think Misfortune's going to go down here. The Shen ultimate is called, but there's so much damage, and the Shen won't even be able to come to the rescue.
Not really in a position to assist that, with the fact that the X is so far ahead of his current building. In general, there is 5 of them likely won't be able to get a kill here.
Yeah, now with Camille getting that top turret down, she can start to assert herself in a couple of different other areas of the map. We saw that there. Brings the gank, brings the roam, and suddenly not only does the mid laner go down, but the second dragon of the game, first for Heartland, is claimed. Well, 9-2. I mean, yeah, scale or no scale, this could get out of control relatively quick here. I mean, Heartland definitely has the inside track for the victory. Only one outer turret down, but we're only 13 and a half minutes in, so I mean, you don't really expect to see much more than that. Gold lead could become a little bit insurmountable within the next couple minutes.
But yeah, it's all about trying to do our best at this current moment. As I look to obviously play to scale, play back. Just play very defensive right now. There's no barons or anything spawned yet. It's only 13 minutes in the game, thankfully. So,
and that, yeah. So the spectator took us away. Goes to the top lane. We see Maokai flashing forward. A lot of CC being used on this Kakarot. And we have just a crazy team fight happening here. Shen also needs as well. A lot of damage being dealt. Finally, we see some trades, but it will not be in the favor of Camden County College. It will take 4 members when it's all said and done just to claim 1.
Yeah, unfortunately, there were just too many members there around in the works, just waiting for that member there. Obviously, everyone just kind of collapsing on that fact that weren't able to clearly clear that spectrum pass. As you guys are already building up that pin, I mean, you know, building inside the Titan. Very, I don't see, it doesn't look like he's looking to play the assassin a lot of
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Weeks, but we'll see here. Side of the Heartland is looking
That's right. The rarely seen, well, I mean, certainly seen often, but you know, something you're very happy about claiming. I think we're just going to give that up. Obviously, can't contest. What is their way back in? Are there outer turrets that can be claimed? I mean, they're moving their units here. But, you know, maybe just taking some buffs, playing what they can. Brickell can go down here, and so will the mid turret. Sure, and I think the charge is going to get off on tier 2.
I think the second tier 2 will go down here, honestly.
Yeah, and there's just nobody here to defend either. Yeah. Will there be a third charge? Well, here comes the team fight thing, and just in a bit of a position there. Out in front does get the open off with right into a Braum, and we see the Aurelian soul damage coming down as well. It's looking like an okay team fight, maybe if the goal is just a little bit closer. But ultimately, it will be a 4-0 team fight. No, a 3-0 team fight. Now a 4-0 team fight. Shen unable to join. Not much inhibitor very early. I'm shocked that they're not taking the inhibitor, maybe sensing that the inhibitor might actually benefit Camden County, because of course that means it perma pushes, there's more experience and gold that can be absorbed that way. So, I mean, it has to be what it was, because there's no doubt that they could have gotten it.
100%. It's always said that you don't want to be taking three about 20 minutes. If you take them 20 minutes, you're almost accelerating back in. Smart play there by Heartland. It's exactly what you're looking to do, and they're going to obviously feel clear back here and transition to that next dragon there. That's fine.
Next dragon will totally be the team fight that we will see next. I mean, you're looking for picks that turn into some sort of objective. Of course, now in League of Legends there is that comeback mechanic, those objective bounties. So, I mean, there's a lot of gold left on the map for the Cougars. So, I mean, it's totally possible, but it's going to, I think there's no doubt that it's going to require a mistake from Heartland. And maybe this is it right here. Braum very far forward. A lot of damage going down. Braum not going down just yet. The Shen ultimate comes down. Braum still among the living. Oh, wow. There we go, a 2 for nothing. And just unfortunately, just too far behind. That was the pick, and I feel like even money, that's a kill onto Braum, possibly onto Tristan as well.
Yeah, certainly. Unfortunately, because the Braum has a pause here. Sometimes this is how pauses work, apparently, in spectator client.
Wow.
They don't actually show you that
I thought for sure that that we lost connection.
No,
I was ready to call OIT and say something has gone very wrong, but it's not. It's not.
It is wonky, and that's how pauses work. Look, right now, it's good times. But as we continue to see, at this point, I don't see, honestly, them being able to lift the problem. There's always on dive on compared to our trying to defend as much as possible. This game. Now, I will say the fact that we did get the Infernal Ring, because obviously probably lower that gold advantage by like about 2,000. That's not.
Unfortunately, it's a 17,000,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's feeling more like 15 and not 17 is what you're telling me.
Exactly, but at the end of the day, at 19 minutes in the game, that's not really that big a deal.
Exactly right. Well, listen, I mean, if you're Camden County, you're looking probably, they must say something too. I mean, you're looking to the next game. You want to look at what went right, what went wrong. The laning phase for a couple of the lanes actually was doing well. So I mean, there are positives to be taken here, but ultimately, the fact is, Heartland is in the driver's seat here.
Yeah, certainly. With you obviously on the side that can continue to see who's going to be stacking at that level at this point.
Leona has been caught out here, and the damage from Camille is just quite impressive. A really good miss. Oh, does get a full channel. The shutdown bonus has been claimed here, and there might be another shutdown. And again, like we said, mistakes from Heartland or how they're going to get through. Hackrub goes very aggressive here, and so he claims the kill on Misfortune. I mean, surprisingly, still advantage Heartland with that particular team fight. I think it's got going with that as well. A couple of shutdown bonuses were gained from Camden County, and it almost looked like that was the beginning of a maybe comeback. I mean, those are the kinds of mistakes you're looking for. But the gold lead just is so big right now that Heartland's able to sell.
I think at this point, down by a 2K gold, get the 1,000 shutdowns. So that's pretty big. Got one. You see that finalize with the final.
Well, Baron has been playing, so these next couple of minutes will be quite telling with the gold lead. You talk about how Infernal Drake maybe cuts into that gold lead a little bit. I think Baron kind of inflates it. It's going to make it feel even a little bit more challenging, at least with the pushing power. So we'll see. I mean, it's certainly no Infernal Drake. But they're going to look to siege up here, and they have the right composition, you would think, with that Tristana to make that happen.
Certainly. And say, as you talked about before, we want to, they're going to continue to obviously push down the two side turrets. Blue inhibitors here. Should be no issues, obviously, completing those. With the next we saw that little icon above him. He does have the upgraded ultimate at this point. Upgraded ultimate does hit everyone on the map.
I have heard about this. I'm going to be honest. I am a League of Legends player, but I have played a little less this season. So
it's probably the best we haven't played as much as
I'm all right. I've taken a well-deserved vacation from League of Legends, just in time for Riot to shake things up a little bit. All right, but here we go. This is you like to think that there's going to be a team fight here, and I think that's going to be Camden's opportunity. But man, it's items at this point and it looks down like carrying through that shadow. My goodness, the damage, like you said, I mean, that was about 2/3 of the Shen health bar, and that's supposed to be a tank for the team here with the Maokai.
But the magic dealing burning damage.
Demonic Embrace.
Yeah, Demonic Embrace.
I'm a support player. I know that item well.
Let's go.
Any Swain support mains out there?
Well, at the current meta right now, everyone unfortunately at this point.
Well, we did see the Aurelian Soul ultimate at the very least. We got to witness that, but it doesn't look good for Camden County as 3 members have fallen. Only 2 members have fallen. 3 left alive. They do trade back here. They get the Braum. This is a valiant defense, but again, just too much. Just too much.
Then we kind of take a quick break here before we get into the next match. Was a little bit of unfortunate, I would say, when it comes to the specifically with the way that played out. But obviously, we'll talk about it and we'll see what's going on in their thinking about their heads, about what was picked and why they were picked and how much they feel like at least. How that struggled at least, and we actually probably will expect that mid laner to be swapped out, as they do have another time-ended player. This is what they did last season. They played one player in the first game, and then they played another player in the second game. So we'll
Hey, listen, you got to have, sometimes some teams only experiment with those 10-man rotations, right? So at least a 6-man rotation. We see a couple of subs also for Camden County has a deep roster there. So again, we will pause as we head into the next game in a best-of-3 series. So we'll see you on the other side.
All right, as we get back into talk about this game going forward, Sean had to take a step away for a moment, but we have Cho'Gath on the side of Heartland. We have Cho'Gath, Vi, Swain, Kaisa, Morgana. On the side of Kingdom, we have Cassante, Xin Zhao, Victor, Ezreal, and Thresh. So theoretically, the goals obviously with this game with the Xin Zhao pick, obviously looking to get some early pressure for our solo laners this game, as well as play a little bit more safer in the bot lane and have the Thresh roam, and kind of as well as have some sort of pressure to basically facilitate that game going forward. But as we continue these matches, we'll probably likely to see as we're in the process of loading into that matchup. As we haven't loaded in yet. We are still both on blue and red side. Sides did not change as we did request to be on red side to make sure we get that last pick in. But as we continue on going through, these are some pretty safe picks here on the side of at least we can County, looking to obviously play for a little bit more around those objectives here. With the fact that Cassante is Dougie on his Cassante top lane, Cassante game, as he's always said. But we'll see as we continue on get into this game here and talk about specifically what is going to happen in these games and going forward. We're in the process of loading in right here, so I'm going to quickly swap us in. We can see some of those cool skins, and things like that. So that's pretty cool. But as we get into the game here,
my opponents need to be upgraded.
This is do or die at this point for Camden County, as once again it's the best of 3. So they're going to obviously take this match to the final third match. Possibly, as we can see, we do see some pings out from the side of Heartland, looking to obviously play an aggressive invade. With the fact they have the Morgana landing, along with the Cho'Gath knockup and the Swain yank back, very much likely of an invasion. Makes a lot of sense.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Do you see them down there pressuring in? There are some pings from the side of Camden County to watch out for it. However, it seems like unfortunately unexpecting that flash by it's likely the guys will not take these kind of DQ within the lane for level 1. But unfortunately, that commitment over there. They do leave quickly right after, though. We do see the side of Camden County is looking to play on that other side of the map to possibly pressure in, as well as likely try and take that camp, as even though they got the invade off, gonna take these camps and hopefully take these camps unnoticed is the goal here, at least from the side of Camden County. We do see once again that some of those lane smash-ups is this Swain and did burn his flash, so he will be without flash for a couple minutes. It should play into the fact that we're playing Xin Zhao. Look to get those early ganks off, so specifically want to see at least a full cleared from the side. Sanjay's coming up here, moving to the lane. Will be down at least one minion there, it looks like, as from XP wise, so he's going to have to play a little bit safer and wait one little bit longer to be able to get his XP. Neo does get his buff up. Playing a little aggressively here, probably a little unnecessary specifically, and it goes to Swain there. As well. By playing, like doing the same thing, swatting to the other side, grabbing the side buff, and playing on the left. They will likely see the full vision of this member swapping side into we do see some trading outside of the in the top lane. Unfortunately, Cassandra is not necessarily doing the greatest into that trading. However, it should not matter with that. Got that Darn Field versus the Dorn Ring. Season trading once again in the mid lane. Victor right now is looking obviously just to gain his energy stack so he can get his extra ability to build before he goes later into the game. We do see the first game go towards bot lane, though the spectator pulling us away. We do see some good damage. I could do a gauge here. There's could be skill here. And that is a second blood to first blood when it comes in our hearts, realistically, as that was an invade for the first blood, but that was a great kill on Zhao, pressuring Swain in the early game, just to get that Victor getting his stacks, and as well as to accelerate his process from the game. You see the Cassante pushing down the Shogun from the top lane up here. Knock up those. Dash those. Took a tower up there. That might. It's not going to be a kill though mid lane, but it will force obviously that flash out of the Vive there. Definitely going to be able to force them to have to a little bit more defensive for the next couple seconds there, while the Xin Zhao will be able to grab this settle crack here. Even though the members are pushed up in the bot lane, just drop unfortunately to the Shogun there, and they have to land too many abilities on top of him, keeping him down. Did you see that settle crab on the side of Xin Zhao? We grab quickly. As we talked about though, we'll like to trade sides when it comes to scuttle crabs. So you see the Vive in the process of hammering out that other one on the opposite side of the map. Damage is on the side of the bot lane. You see another gank coming. The spectator is now moving down there. There's a knock towards Morgana here. Lucy continues with the threshold there. It did not matter the playing Morgana. They will bring it down. Duggan needs to keep playing safe up here and the Shogun lane. Likely should be able to back up and just kind of wait it out. But good job, great hooks out of Ghost to bring that number down. Into the Shogun there, into the damage. However, we see Vi waiting in the wings, likely waiting for some overcommitment. There is the overcommitment right there, and able to quickly punish with the Vi. Do you see the Victor teleports back to the mid lane to make sure he's soaking up his waves and as well as soaking up that mid lane farm? And once again, the goal with Victor when you're playing is to gain the stacks as well as continue to get his stacks within his champion. So we do see the little bit of a shift over to grab, use his first ultimate with the Nom to gain some extra health there, as well as continue to gain stacks as Cho'Gath. Now once again, those stacks will continue to charge up and as well as continue to build up throughout the game as they go on. However, obviously, one thing that's different from at least recent people, maybe like Cho'Gath, you can actually lose some of those stacks if it does take deaths. So that's one thing. However, we do see Dougie freezing that wave up top lane. We do see some roaming and some warding from the side of Camden County, looking to pressure this first dragon here. As they do have the pressure when it comes to the bot side, they look like they start this first dragon up. Realization is going back to this whole swing back. They're trying to pull it out here, looks like a little bit. Pull it out enough. Slightly uncontested between the swing. Remember, moving down, they do know what is happening. Oh, unfortunately, does look at the binding there, and those members on the ropes are just backing up. I think that was a little bit. I think that was fightable. I'm surprised that they just kind of backed away. Maybe a little bit of fear of the Swain ult, though I feel like the Swain ult at this early stage is not as impactful as it will be in later stages of the game. But as we continue to see, they are all expecting obviously the level disadvantages specifically in the bot lane as well. It's we don't have everything in control of what's going on in their heads, but some of the CCCs now continuing to try to farm up. Definitely pretty far behind on some farm compared to the Vi. Coming towards top lane, unfortunately, is spotted out very early and is not able to dodge that knockup from the there. If they wanted to commit to that kill, they probably could have flashed there to really foresee that one there, but likely thought he was fast enough to get out of it. Definitely was not true. You see these standard play here when it comes to the Victors, chilling in the mid lane, just farming it out against the Swain. Like they looking to play safe and delay as much as possible for the mid lane here. Five's in the process of seeing that move up there. They do see the three members towards the side, on the side of the red side, Camden County. They need to be a little careful here as they do try and pressure along the tight side, but they don't know the buys and leaving in the wings, so it's dangerous. Good stun. They'll be doing good damage onto the Cho'Gath there, but playing something that hit there. Able to bring down another move. But we continue to damage the Cho'Gath there. You see the there. Great position. Kill here. Oh, it was a heal, but that ignite should tick down and be able to take that kill. Great job. Bring to the table when he is in his old form. However, he might die that minute. He's getting close. Oh, the Cho'Gath does have no mana at this point, though. By winning on the wings, surprising location. Doesn't cost too much out of the side of Candy County. It does cost the flash out of the Thresh, not too big a deal. Does have Hex Flash to follow it up. So no gold gained on the side of Heartland right there. We are still down 2k gold at this point. Luckily, a lot of that due to the farm from the side of Heartland. 20 gold, 20 farm from the mid lane, as well as the 30 gold, or 30 farm just in the jungle, just being heavily out farmed on the side of Camden County. Goes in down, we'll see lots of pressure here. Down. They were able to grab that Rift Tail there, and looked like obviously to give a lot of this gold towards one of the solo lane members, obviously, and that is the goal here at least. By at this point, a whole level up, still continuing to be a level up on top of the jungler. We also do see the top lane at this current moment with Cassante is a level up on Cho'Gath. But we'll see here. Continuing to see these members here play. Very safe, very cool. It's currently on. You do see Thresh hovering around mid lane right now, as well as the Zins out. Waiting in the worst spot to be looking for here. Morgana moving back to the lane. This could likely be another game from mid lane or the bot lane here. In for a secondary hit here. Binding did stop that initial gank there here. Camden County definitely wants to pull back as there is falls and as well as pings on the side of Camden County. The other side is there, other members coming in. However, it breaks that binding there, unfortunately does result in a fresh death there. It does not have flash. Unfortunately, walking into the works of Zuli, there is Vi waiting for them. There is the ultimate though. This will likely be another collapsing as well as the dive on the side there. There was a teleport from the Victor. Can grab a kill there on the back end of that. Vi did grab 2 kills there. Maybe a second kill on the side of the Victor here. He can get his ability rotation going through. Unfortunately, it does cause him, force him to flash back out. Continue to see lots of damage on the side of Heartland. But a lot more signs of life on the side of Camden County. They're only down 3k gold currently compared to the last game. At this point, they were down much more. We do see obviously the gold distribution heavily in the favor, obviously when it comes to that jungler there. As expected with the fact that we are facing up against a very high level player jungler, as well as a high level top laner and a high level mid laner. Specifically, definitely looking to they're going to continue to control the map very heavily on their side. We want to make sure, obviously, with the fact that we do have that Rift Tail ticking, we want to make sure we see an opening for that Rift Tail to drop down to utilize it. Otherwise, we're going to have some issues here going on. We just see the pings for the second dragon being marked down for the side of Camden County, pinging out the fact it looks like they're starting it. This might be a little dangerous if they try and play for it specifically. If we continue to trade into this Cassante here, knows he is much stronger at this current moment. The fact that he has the Heartsteel already, will completely shred down the team. Quick burn of the dragons there. We do see the gank here coming to the top lane with a Rift Health put down in the face of Cho'Gath. You see another knockout do lots of damage. They're shredding However, it may not matter. That hard steel proc doing half the damage, half of the Xin Zhao's HP right there. Very unexpected. We do see the finally the Victor coming like a Rome. Let's see the knockup as well. And the Victor does it surviving forward to enough damage to burn him down. Unfortunately, the tournament does finally bring him down. It does take 3 members to bring him down. And counting for there's just too much health damage, and as well as too many XPs being able to do there. It's so close. Unfortunately, this lane is going to be able to heal up with his ultimate there. Continue to stack up. We do see the Cassandra is coming up here. This could be likely. Could chase him down? No, what? Unfortunately, it looks like he was backing in the range of and the sight specifically of the Swain there, so was able to grab that W kill on this Victor. Not buying at that moment. Great hits and lands, a good trade in the bot lane. Kai'Sa is, though, heavily in the favor and definitely heavily scaling, and will definitely outscale Ezreal in this matchup here. But we'll see what we can do. Obviously, it requires lots of outplay on the side of Ezreal to be able to utilize and punish the Kai'Sa. Is one thing that's good about Ezreal, can keep out of the range of Kai'Sa very effectively. Lots of pressure, double teaming the Swain. Just walking up and tossing a Swain W up there. Being a little cheeky, I think, up there. I continue to do lots of work up here. Unfortunately, Cassandra is going to likely die here. Does burn the flash out of Cassandra. He's able to get away. Unfortunately, the Nom wasn't 100% up yet, so likely wasn't going to end the kill. We do see the other members behind Victor coming in, though they're heavily slowed behind the position there. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to catch up with that Vi there. They were likely trying to secure that Vi kill so that they could transition to this gold bounty here. The Raquel game. Ezreal will be able to taking a lot of damage there, but able to as well as just kind of play safe and probably go down. It's likely to be a second Raquel to the side. You see Ezreal though, Ezreal coming across at the top. Unfortunately, just 1,000 gold or 1,000 health short. Maybe waited half a second longer, possibly will kill. You see a little waiting in the works from the side of the Kai'Sa, waiting in the bush, waiting to see if catch the Ezreal out of position and not paying attention. Probably could have still killed, honestly, with an ultimate there, trying to force that member down, but is not what we saw there.
Red team's turret is too slow.
Continue to see Camden County and as well as Heartland shifting as well as continuing throughout the match here, controlling this map pretty substantially as they didn't give it to her last match. Likely won't give it to her this going. Interesting blast going there. If Camden County was they might be able to quickly secure that Kai'Sa. Ooh, good guy. Blast going away from the teammate. See lots of team now the way the Camden County gets back in this game is going to be collecting some of the bounties here. Unfortunately, Trail just gets run down. Even though all those walls still has vision for the guys to jump over and chase that thing down. We do see at this point Camden County definitely very much on the roads at this point. This will be very difficult to continue to go on to this game here. Very big at this point, very much does not care about any members of Camden County, and we don't especially have the members to spread them as well. So of course we're going to continue to do this here. Some things not panning out and that's not working too well. Yeah. Unfortunately, the attempt to play and bring down that member, unfortunately, Casante at this point is a little too difficult probably to kill this likely find it get out, and then the eat comes through onto the Victor. At this point with the 10k gold lead, more than 10k gold lead at this point, 12k gold lead as we slightly saw in the last game. We will still continue to see they will likely grab this inhibitor, these 2 inhibitor turns possibly. No, just the 1. They'll likely rotate on towards Baron here. Is the obviously expectation I would assume from the side of as we continue to see on the side that Cho'Gath definitely stacking up his HP at this point super heavily. Obviously he has some heavy amount of tools specifically to stop the healing, and as well as a lot of the damage specifically on the side of Camden County very effectively. We do see the members of Heartland moving towards the Baron here, as expected. Likely to take this Baron and shove it down mid, and just likely to end the game off of that, I would assume, as they're very heavily in the lead at this current moment, unfortunately. Lots of damage, lots of movement throughout the side of Camden County, but they're doing as much as they can. Just trying to get back in the game. They're pretty up to their 20-minute advantage. Baron taking on the side of the water. They are heavily in control of this match, with Cho'Gath not even having to be there as the secondary take stoppage from the fact that they took Baron. At this point, it would likely take all 5 members to take down Cho'Gath, so I don't even know if that would be enough. You know, I would say that sometimes you take where it's due. The top laner definitely playing very well in the top lane. Clearly, you know, diamond player is a diamond player. You know, it's definitely doing super well up there. As we continue to see this vibe with Deathless at the current moment, same with the Kai'Sa's Deathless. Just looking to bring down this cannon minion. Yeah, it's stopping some minion balls towards the turret there, and just doing our best to play as much as possible. But as you can see, that things are doing barely any damage to that. Here though, unfortunately, this point is so far behind. Not a whole lot that they can do here at this point. Unfortunately, they tried their best. Heartland definitely showing their dominance here, is continuing to do well. Will likely be as they're trying to really them from being able to get back into the base. Hydro guess will try to chase down the mid laner, bring down the other mid laner, but unfortunately playing all of this. Didn't have to go for this one. He does go down as well.
Shut down.
So Vines left to deathless. And with that, we can swap back real quick. Yeah, unfortunately, we saw that that was some 2 rough games from the side for Camden County. Great play from the side of Heartland Hawks. Great job, obviously, as they're definitely looking to be contenders this season, specifically against some of the other members in the league. As St. Clair definitely still leading the pack, as well as the Nova Hawks, and so definitely, Heartland's definitely looking to possibly contend. I'd be excited to see those matches possibly in the playoffs and see what they can do there as we continue on. Though, so because of the fact that we had a match here, we did, this was a reschedule. We will also be playing a League of Legends map on Saturday. We do have some movement along that ways there. And that will be likely our final match for the season until we go to, for League of Legends at least, before we go to playoffs likely. As we are expected to probably play into playoffs, as we are right now sitting about tied for 6th seed with a lot of other teams at the current moment, as pretty much every team is either at the top is 4-1, or the couple teams that there's one team that is undefeated at the current moment. But as we continue on, tomorrow we do have no matches tomorrow as far as I'm aware, but and then on Friday we come back with Counter-Strike with another plays. I'm not sure 100% who we're playing, but we will obviously another Counter-Strike match. We've been cooking up something this week, and we'll see what we can bring to the table, at least for those matches there, going into those days. But thank you very much, Camden County, and we're gonna sign off for the night, and we'll see you guys Friday.